The phone stopped ringing 3 weeks ago. The fair weather friends went with the melted snow. Happiness is a guest who never stays the night. He leaves the moment you turn out the light. I sat in the dark waiting for the end, but then I felt a hand like a long lost friend. No words were spoken, no promises made, just a quiet presence in the shade. Sorrow is my only friend. She's the only one who stays until the end. When the joy burns out and the crowds depart, she sits by the fire of my broken heart. She doesn't ask for a smile, she doesn't need a mask. She's the only one equal to the task. Sorrow is my only friend. Chase her, drive her from the door, but she teaches me things I ignored before. Happiness blinded me with golden lies. Sorrow gave me vision, opened up my eyes. She shows me what's real, she strips the bone. I'm stronger together than I was alone. Loyalty is rare in a world like this, so I embrace the void, I accept the kiss. You pity me, don't waste your breath. I've walked through the valley, I've walked with death. I'm not fragile, I'm not weak. I found the strength that the others seek. When you hit the bottom, the ground is solid stone. I'm building a kingdom on this throne. Me and my shadow, me and my pain, dancing in the eye of the hurricane. For the long dark night, she never leaves, she never lies, my only friend. walking through this house again, but the doors are locked and the lights are low, and you left here a long time ago. I wrote the letter in my head, 1,000 words I never said. They're heavy stones inside my throat, sinking like a paper boat. But heavy slow candy on the wall, tick tock, tick tock. After the fall, I'm reaching out to grab the phone, but the line is dead, and I'm alone. And it's too late to say sorry. The silence tells the story. The bridges burn, the water's black. There is no way to bring you back. I'm screaming at a ghost I made, watching the memory start to fade. It's too late, yeah, it's too late. It's too I poured the wine but didn't drink, staring at the kitchen sink. I let the pride get in the way, and now I pay the price today. You waited on the steps for me, but I was too blind to really see that later turns to never fast, and nothing good is built to last. The drums are sung against this heart, I confess to every crime. I take the blame, I say your name, but the graveyard doesn't hear my prayer. There's only wind and empty air. this road with trembling hands, timber and steel on shifting sands. Every plan sit where you stand. Too far to reach, too far to land. Strike the whip, feed the spark. Let the glow consume the dark. I can't cross over, you can't come back. We're painting the sky in orange and black. Oh, the bridges we burned down, they light up the night in this ghost town. I'm watching the structure fall into the deep. A promise I knew that we couldn't keep. It hurts to watch, but it keeps me warm. Safety is found in the eye of the storm. The bridges we burn, let them burn. There's no way back, the path is gone. The ash is falling on the lawn. I used to fear being stranded here, paralyzed by the weight of fear. But now I look at the space between the canyon wide, the slate is clean. If I can't go back to who I was, then I never have to hurt like that again. Let it collapse, let it hit the floor. I don't need that connection anymore. The fire is destructive, but the fire is free. Cutting the cord between you and me. I'm walking away by the light of the flame. I'm forging a road with a different name. The smoke clears out, the river flows where I go next. Nobody knows, but I'm moving. Yeah, I'm moving. Yeah, I'm moving. Yeah, I'm moving. 3 a.m. and the city is cold. Walking the path where our story was told. Every street light flickers like a beat in my chest. My mind is running, refusing to rest. I saw a jacket that looked just like yours. Turned the corner past the closed up stores. I picked up the pace, I called out your name, but it's just the shadows playing their game. My breath in the air, a cloud of white, trying to catch a trick of the light. My heart is racing, but my feet are so heavy. Are you really gone? I don't think I'm ready. And I'm just chasing ghosts in the street, running in circles on replay, reaching for hands that melt in the rain, dancing with echoes and numbing the pain. But the faster I run, the further you see. I'm just chasing follow, just a stranger in gray. He didn't look back, just went on his way. And suddenly the silence didn't feel so bad. It's the most honest conversation I've had. The street isn't haunted, the street is just stone. And I'm finally okay with standing alone. I was chasing ghosts in the street, running in circles on replay, reaching for hands that melt in the rain, dancing with echoes and numbing the pain. But the faster I run, the further you see. I'm just chasing ghosts in a waking No more running after what's already gone. The night is ending, bring on the dawn. This pavement is mine, these steps are my own. I'm building a kingdom on the road home. I let the ghosts fade, I let the mist clear. I'm not chasing you, I'm just being here. The street is empty, the air is sweet. No more chasing ghosts, I'm just walking the street. Just walking. Just walking. The hallway is quiet, the boxes are gone. I'm waiting for twilight to swallow the dawn. The keys in my hand feel heavier now. We made a promise, but we broke the vow. I look at the room where we used to exist, just a ghost in the shadows, a trick of the mist. I'm memorizing the cracks in the wall before I turn and I walk down the hall. I'm closing the door on us, I'm turning the handle, I'm locking the trust. No more I love you, no more good night. Just a fading tale of a dying light. It's the hardest thing I will ever do, put in the wood between me and you. I'm closing the door. Thought I would cry, but I'm just feeling cold. A story finished, a book that is old. If I leave it open, I know I'll turn back to bridge the divide and cover the crack. But the air is too stale and the love is too thin. I can't let the winter come rushing back in. So I take a deep breath and I steady my hand, leaving the castle we built on the sand. It's harder to leave. leaving a part of my soul on the floor, right on the other side of this door. Goodbye to the laughter, goodbye to the pain, goodbye. One final look, one final touch. I loved you, I loved you so much. The room is filling up, starting at the floor, seeping through the cracks, flowing under the door. I sat and watched the tide rise past my knees, so water memories carrying the debris. I try to bail it out, I try to stop the flow, but the sadness comes in waves, heavy and slow. Now I'm floating in the kitchen, drifting in the hall, tracing the water damage on the wall. Pressure on my chest, silence in my ears. I've been holding my breath for years and years. I'm drowning in my own tears, drifting deep where the light disappears. No one can hear me scream down here, drowning, sinking in my own fear. It's cold, it's dark, it's quiet, it's deep. The secrets I keep are pulling me to sleep. But wait, the panic starts to fade the further down I go. It's peaceful at the bottom, in the undertow. The noise of the world is muffled and far away. I don't have to fight the battles of the day. I let the water hold me, I let the weight exist. I'm learning how to breathe inside the mist. I thought this was the end, I thought I would die, but tears are just water, and water is the sky. I have buoyancy, I have the will to float, I white lines have hypnotized me for days. Lost in the heat, lost in the haze. I burned all the gas, I burned all the maps, I dodged all the pitfalls, I triggered the traps. The rear view mirror is just a blur of the past. I knew that this momentum couldn't last. The tires are bald, the radio is dead, just the hum of the silence filling my head. I pushed it too far, I drove it too hard. Now I'm standing alone in the wreckage yard. This is the end of the road, my friend, where the asphalt crumbles and the straight lines bend. There's no more turning back, there's no place to go, just the dust and the wind and the evening glow. The engine is silent, the journey is done. Staring straight into the setting sun. At the end of the road I stepped out of the door and my boots hit the dirt. Strange how the silence doesn't actually hurt. I thought I'd be panicked, I thought I'd be scared to find myself here completely unprepared. But the air is cleaner where the pavement stops. No traffic lights, no ticking clocks, just a wide open horizon, vast and deep. A promise the highway couldn't keep. They told me the road was the only way, that if I ran out of speed I'd have to stay. But the map was a cage, the road was a lie. I don't need a highway to learn how to fly. The car is a coffin, I'm leaving it there. I'm walking into the wild, I'm walking on air. The road ends here so the real life can start. I'm following the compass inside of my heart. Leave the baggage in the trunk, I'm walking forward, off the map into the wild. I'm wearing the color of the wall today. Whatever you are, I'm the shade of gray. You looked right at me, but you looked right through. Focused on the window, focused on the view. I opened my mouth, but the noise was too loud. Just another shadow lost inside the crowd. I'm standing in the center, but I'm miles away, watching the motion, watching the play. I'm fading into the background, becoming part of the scene. Just a glitch in the photo, just a blur on the screen. Don't worry about me, I'm easy to miss. I'm dissolving into the silence of this, fading into the background. Stop trying to shout. I'm blowing the candle of my own spirit out. It's quieter here where the attention is gone. The world keeps on spinning, the movie plays on. I'm the extra who stands at the edge of the frame. No lines in the script and no face and no one day the outline will finally break. One day I'll vanish for everyone's sake. Will you notice the space where I used to stand? Or was I always just dust in your hand? I'm transparent, I'm glass, I'm letting it pass. Can you see me? My skin is paper thin today, absorbing every word you say. The colors are too bright to see. The world is crashing into me. I feel the stranger's broken heart. I feel the pavement crack apart. It's a tidal wave, it's a forest fire, walking on a razor wire. Too much to hold, too much to keep, so I pull the plug and I go to sleep. Now I'm feeling everything and nothing at all. I'm the boundless sky, and I'm the brick wall. A billion stars exploding in my chest while I lay here in a hollow rest. It's the heaviest weight, but I'm ready to float. Caught in the silence, stuck in the throes. Switches flip, the lights go down. I'm a ghost inside a neon town. You're screaming, but it's just a sound. I'm hovering above the ground. I don't feel the cold, I don't feel the sting. I've got the strings on everything. Is this peace or is this death? Nothing is beautiful. I wake up in the middle of the night, reaching for a hand that isn't on the right. There's a cold spot on the pillowcase, a negative space where I used to see your face. I smell your smoke on my winter coat, a phantom lump stuck in my throat. You're miles away, living a different life, but in this room you cut like a knife. I'm not afraid of the monsters under the bed. I'm afraid of the movies playing in my head. Every shadow looks like your silhouette, a silhouette that I haven't forgotten yet. 'Cause I'm living with the ghost of a past lover, hiding underneath the heavy cover. You're not dead, but you're dead to me, a walking, talking memory. You rattle the chains in the hallway floor. You walk through the lock on the front door. I can't exercise you, I can't break the spell. Caught in this heaven that feels like hell. Ghost of a past lover. I see you in the coffee shop line. I hear you laugh in a glass of wine. My brain is playing tricks on my eyes, painting your picture in the gray skies. It's a haunting of the heart, not the soul I used to see the blue in your shirt, so bright it would actually hurt. I held the picture tight in my hand, trying to freeze the grains of the sand. But the sun has been harsh on the frame. I'm struggling to whisper your name. The vibrant colors we used to know are packing their bags, ready to go. I fought the time, I fought the blur. I tried to keep us just as we were, but holding a ghost is heavy, my friend. Even the brightest summer must end. May I'm watching the memories fade to gray, and it's okay, yeah, it's okay. The sharp edges soften, the pain drifts away, and the memories that fade to gray. I'm not losing you, I'm just finding me in the space where the colors used to be. Last week I forgot the sound of your laugh, or the timeline exactly in half. I panicked a moment, I felt the cold, scared of the story no longer being told. But then I took a breath, and the air was sweet. I stood up on my own 2 feet. The black and the white is peaceful and still, a quiet surrender, a break in the will. I stopped the fight, I embraced the blur. I don't need to keep us as we were. Letting you go makes me lighter, my friend. This is the start, not just the end. So I'm watching the memories fade to gray, and it's okay, it's okay. The sharp edges soften, the pain drifts away, and the memories that fade to gray. I'm not losing you, I'm just finding me in the space where the colors used to be. Gray isn't empty, gray isn't dead. It's the silence that calms the noise in my head. A blank canvas waiting for something brand new. I had to fade out so I could get through. I'm painting a future you'll never see, and for the first time, that's fine by me. The blue is gone, the red is gone, just a gentle fog moving on. Memories that fade to gray. The clock breathes slow in the corner. Rain tracer ghosts on the glass. Your coat still hangs by the doorway. Every second a photograph. The air is thick with silence. Coffee gone cold in my hand. I keep rewinding our laughter, but the tape won't play again. Moments we can't get back, lost where the echoes fade to black. In the static between heartbeats, we were everything, then we crack. Moments we can't get back. Your shadow curls on the ceiling like smoke from a half-burned prayer. Our song still hums in the record groove, but the sound is barely there. The light drips down the window, amber bleeding into gray. Time forgives what we can't remember, but the ghosts, they always stay. Underneath our secret stars, we spoke in whispers meant for scars. Now the sky's an empty frame, and even silence says your name. Moments we can't get back, they haunt the spaces where we laugh like candlelight in the rain. They flicker, fade, then come again. Moments we can't get They came for the silver, they came for the gold. They took every story that I ever told. The house is a shell, just timber and stone. I'm sitting here, king of a hollowed out throne. The fear used to choke me, it kept me awake, wondering how much a spirit could take. But the worst already happened, the sky already fell. I've walked through the fire and came out of hell, and it's a strange kind of freedom, singing these blues when you're standing in the rain with nothing left to lose. You can't break a heart that is already dust. You can't kill a man who has forgotten how to trust. I'm light as a feather and nothing left to lose now. The rich man is worried, he locks up his gate. He's shaking in bed while he curses his fate. I sleep like a baby on this cold hard floor, because nobody knocks on an open door. Let the storm rage, let the river rise high. I've got no heavy baggage to hold up to the sky. I'm naked before judgment. I am stripped to the bone, finally facing the great unknown. You can't threaten a shadow. You can't steal from a thief. I've gone past the sorrow. I've gone past the grief. I am dangerous now, don't you understand? There is nothing you can take from an empty hand. I'm free, God help me, I'm free. So I'll walk down the road where it goes. I don't choose, just a ghost passing through. With nothing left to lose. Nothing left. The glass is cold against my hand, watching the people, the cars, the land. They're moving in fast forward, a silent scream. I'm the ghost in the machine. The phone is ringing, the lights are bright, but I've pulled the curtains on the night. No frequency can penetrate this wall. I don't feel the crash, I don't feel the fall. Turn the volume down on the city street, slow the pulse, slow the beat. I'm cutting the wires, I'm fading the feet. Silence is the only thing I need. I'm numb to the world outside, nowhere to isn't killing me, it's preserving the core until I'm ready to open the door. This isn't a grave, it's a cocoon. Oh, wake up, I'll be ready soon. The numbness is armor, the numbness is shield. I'm growing a forest in a frozen field. When I feel again, it will be on my terms. I'm killing the noise, I'm killing the feel my fingers, I can feel the sun. The winter is over, the healing is done. I'm ready. We are the collection of the cracks in the floor. We are the shadow behind the closed door. We try to be perfect, we try to be still, but the rush found the edges and made it all real. I've got a melody stuck in my throat, a sinking captain on a paper boat, singing the blues for the things that we lost, counting the pennies, but ignoring the cost. Turn the volume up high, let it shake the night sky. One last time to cry, one last lullaby. This is the last song for the broken, for the words we left unspoken, for the hearts that shattered on the ground, for the lost who don't want to be found. Sing it loud, let the tears hit the keys, let the sorrow bring us down to our knees. This is the last song for the broken, because tomorrow the silence will break. Tomorrow the sleeping giants awake. We mourn who we were, we bury the pain, and we wash off the dirt in the pouring rain. I'm singing this now to say my goodbye to the victim living behind my eye. I loved him, I hated him, I set him free. He was the broken version of me. Why is this the last song? Because we are done bleeding. We are done with the begging. We are done with the pleading. The cracks are where the light gets in. This isn't the end, it's where we begin. Put down the tissue, pick up the fight. We are walking out of the endless night. So dry your eyes, the song is done. The broken days are gone. The ink is dry, the paper is old. The greatest story that we ever told. I've been reading the same page for days, stuck in the middle, stuck in the maze. I didn't want to see how it ends. Do we stay lovers? Do we stay friends? But the plot is moving, the words push me on. The sunset is fading, taking the dawn. I can't rewrite the lines in the sand. I can't change the cards in my hand. The climax is over, the conflict is done. The battle is finished, nobody won. This is the final chapter of our story, fading out in a blaze of glory. No cliffhangers left, no secrets to keep. I'm putting the memories down to sleep. It hurts to read it, but I need to know how to say goodbye and let you go. The final chapter. I look back at the start, page